I am Slick Nick. I am the living legend. And here's what I want to share with you. The less that I care, the more that I matter. Let me say that again. The less that I care, the more that I matter. And that's not something you can, that's not a default way of thinking when you're young. When you are the age of my viewers and subscribers, roughly age 20, if we probably averaged it. When you're young, here's what you think instead. I wish I mattered. Social media, please love me. Please prove that I matter. If I take this picture and post it, will you like it? If I say this thing that I think is clever, will you like it? Will you like me, please? Show me that I matter, world. Because anytime I ever put anything on social media, I'm never making a statement. I'm always asking a question, and that is, do I matter? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Do I exist in your world? Acknowledge that I exist, please. And so what happens is, when you're young, you're very desperate by default to get confirmation of your identity that you matter from the rest of the world. But in reality, here's what happens. You don't matter when you do those things. You begin to matter when you stop seeking confirmation of your identity from other people. And I think such a what is the word for it? A paradox? Let's just say paradox. It's such a paradox, the word self-esteem. Because so many people in their youth, so many younger men, base their self-esteem off of what they think that other people think about them. The irony is, though, when you stop caring about getting your confirmation of your identity from other people, then you actually start becoming relevant. And it's, for me, going into the workforce in my 20s, I cared so much about what people around me that I impressed them. But I needed to hear it from them. I needed to hear from my supervisor and my boss. Hey, Nick, good job. You're doing a good job. Glad you're here. I needed to hear that when I was in my 20s. In my 30s, no. I never need any of my superiors or even my fellow coworkers to tell me, hey, good job, Nick. I never need to hear that. It's always great to hear. Who doesn't want to hear that? But I never need to hear it. Because I'm independent. My identity is my own. It's not created or existing based on other people telling me that I matter. And that's something you learn the older you get, but that's why I make these videos, to help you out, the young man, to learn these lessons that you don't have to live through. The moment you stop seeking confirmation of your identity is the moment you start mattering more. The moment you stop caring about stuff that doesn't matter. Most of the stuff that's presented on social media and the news and TV, it doesn't matter. It's packaged like it's news that you're, oh, FOMO, fear of missing out. You need to care about this. You need to have an opinion about this. No, you don't. Did you see the video I made where I talked about your opinion doesn't matter? None of our opinions matter. But we live in this illusion that they do, especially when it comes to politics. Just give it a couple more years for the next election. Oh, if you're not a Democrat, you're an idiot. If you're not a Republican, you're an idiot. You're an idiot if you don't believe this one way, one or the other. As if your opinion matters. It doesn't. And that's politics. I know that's a big one. But whatever it is, whatever people are tweeting about, your opinion doesn't matter. Ultimately, people think that if they can get other people emotionally upset and challenged by something somebody says, then then you matter because you... No. All you did was had some weak-minded person get upset. Nick Shell is not weak-minded. Nick Shell does not let other people control his emotions. He controls the breaker switch, and it's off. That breaker switch is off. Let them say whatever they wanted to say about me. It doesn't matter to me because I already know who I am. I do not seek my confirmation from other people. You know that I'm censoring this. I'm censoring what I'm thinking in my brain right now. Nick Shell, let's have a little bit of fun. I got my Jeep Wrangler, right? And it's a 6-speed, it's a stick shift. Nick Shell doesn't give a shift. Get it? Yeah, he doesn't give a shift. Because if you've driven a manual transmission before, you know that sometimes you're like, should I give it enough gas to really make it worth shifting to a different gear? Sometimes you don't really need to. Sometimes you can I can just coast a little bit more and then I won't have to shift to the next one. It's not worth shifting gears. Okay? Nick Shell doesn't give a shift. I don't. And what you realize is that men that you actually respect in real life, masculine heroes that you have in your life, and by default, I know you're struggling with this, but I'm actually one of those people. Think about how much time you spend watching my videos. It's because I have masculine wisdom that you're not getting elsewhere in your life. Somebody said, Nick, you're creepy. Yeah, but you're watching my videos every day, so who's creepier? Well, because I get close to the camera. You know why I do that? It's theatrics. I'm an actor. I know the concept of a fourth wall. The fourth wall concept of when you're watching a movie or TV show, typically they don't talk to the camera. It's a play, it's a stage. Well, and there's this whole rule of thirds in photography. 1, 2, 3, and that's what looks good. So whether I'm standing here, this is really the way I should be shooting the video, or maybe here like this. Nick Shell breaks the rules. I'm 3D. I'm coming at you because I'm breaking the rule of thirds. I'm breaking the rule of thirds, and I get in your face. But yeah, am I creepy or are you creepy? Who's creepier? No, I'm not creepy. I'm cool because I don't give a shift. I don't care. And you could be like me if you stop basing your identity on other people confirming it and telling you that you're a good person. See, for men, we all have love languages. Men, often it's words of confirmation, words of affirmation. Someone telling us, hey, you're good at that. Hey, I like you. Hey, you're good looking. Hey, whatever positive thing. And they speak that into existence, and therefore that builds your identity. And we need that. We're built that way. We're wired that way. But what if we outsmart it like Slick Nick does? You know what? Thank you for the compliment. But ultimately, when you already know who you are, or at least you're like Slick Nick and you fake it till you make it, because no one knows the difference between real confidence and fake confidence. Be an actor like Nick Shell. Do you realize how much of my success in life is because I didn't know what I was doing and I just kept going along with it and no one questioned it? I am Nick Shell. I am the living legend. And your comments